Jax's 3-year gambling saga in Las Vegas was a wild, heart-pounding ride, like a movie with no script, but a plot crazier than any Hollywood blockbuster. Over those 3 years, Jax went from a curious newbie to plunging deep into the casino's abyss, witnessing the conspiracies and traps hidden beneath its glitzy surface. As a seasoned gambler, Jax is here to tell you, Las Vegas casinos aren't the fair playground you imagine. They're a meticulously designed machine that drains your wallet, your time, and even your soul. Here's Jax's first-hand story, and the truths casinos don't want you to know. The first year, Jax, like most people, walked into the casino with a casual mindset. A $30 to $50 buy-in, a few hands of blackjack or poker, win, and it's a thrill, lose, and it's no big deal. Back then, Jax saw the casino as a fun distraction, where wins and losses were just a game of luck. The tables glowed under dazzling lights, dealers flashed warm smiles, drinks flowed freely, and the vibe was electric, making you feel like you'd stumbled into a land of opportunity. Neon signs blazed in the night sky, massive crystal chandeliers lit up marble floors, and waiters weaved through crowds with champagne trays, the air thick with the illusion that dreams come true. But that's the casino's first trick, creating the mirage of easy money. They let you win a few small hands, give you a taste of victory, making you think you might just be the lucky one. So you come back with more cash and bigger dreams. Jax remembers the first time stepping into a top-tier casino on the Vegas Strip, where a fountain danced to music at the entrance, as if welcoming every guest. Jax picked a blackjack table, bought $50 in chips, and within minutes, walked away with $200. In that moment, Jax felt like the star of a movie. Dealers congratulated Jax with smiles, fellow players shot envious glances. A waiter slid a chilled whiskey on the house, its rich flavor easing Jax into a relaxed buzz. Jax didn't think much of it then, just that this place knew how to treat people. But looking back, that free drink, those lucky wins, all part of the casino's carefully laid trap. They know the rush of winning hooks you, and free drinks dull your caution. After that first win, Jax was back the next day, upping the stakes from tens to hundreds. That's their playbook, dangle the bait, then reel you in. By the second year, Jax got serious about gambling. Bets jumped from tens to hundreds, then thousands. The stakes got bigger, the vibe tenser. Jax wasn't content with random wins or losses anymore, diving into strategies, studying dealers' habits, analyzing table rhythms, even learning to count cards without drawing attention. Jax spent countless nights poring over blackjack odds, mastering poker's psychological warfare, hunting for ways to crack the casino's code. Jax thought it was possible to beat the house with smarts and skill. But what Jax didn't see was that the casino had already accounted for everything. You think you're battling luck? Nope. You're up against a massive, precision-engineered system designed for one thing: to clean you out. The casino's system is far more complex than you'd guess. They hire mathematicians to craft each game's rules, ensuring the house always has the edge. Take blackjack. Seems simple, but every card's probability is calculated to a T, from the dealer's shuffle to the order of the deck. Think counting a few cards gives you an edge? Think again. They use 8 or 10 decks in a shoe, shredding your card-counting rhythm. Dealers, trained to a fault, control the game's pace without breaking a sweat. They might speed up deals when you're on a winning streak, leaving you no time to think, or distract you with friendly chatter when you're hesitating. These subtle moves aren't accidents, they're calculated psychological ploys. Midway through the second year, Jax's bets skyrocketed to 6 figures, sometimes brushing 7. Jax felt like the king of the casino, as if challenging an unconquerable mountain, brimming with defiance. Jax would drop hundreds of thousands in a single night, feeling like royalty with a win, and when losing, itching to double down and reclaim it all. Jax got invited to high-limit rooms, no noisy crowds, just a few dealers and select players, the air quiet like a secret club. The tables were mahogany, chips stacked like mountains, and waiters served not just whiskey but rare, aged single malts worth a fortune. But that's when the casino showed its true face, targeting Jax with tactics meant to unsettle and provoke. It started small, but every jab was a reminder, you're not in control. The first red flag was when they yanked Jax's private jet. For 6 months, Jax was the biggest fish in town, with unmatched betting volume, and the casino's private plane was practically Jax's personal Uber. Used for wild stunts like flying to LA to check email, throw a party, or once, just to grab a hat, with the pilot waiting while a driver took Jax home and back. That jet was a badge of the casino's appreciation. Then out of nowhere they said, "No more plane. You're not bringing in enough." Jax was floored, 6 months of dropping more cash than anyone, and it's not enough? The excuse was flimsy, a clear sign they were turning on Jax, likely because Jax was winning too much. Then they doubled down. Jax wanted the top-tier villa suite, but they said, "Sorry, it's booked." Jax pressed, "Booked for who? Who's got better flow than me?" They mumbled vague excuses. Worse, they started nitpicking petty stuff. Every casino gave Jax a VIP parking spot. Park yourself, keep your keys, a high roller perk. But they began hassling Jax over it, sending security to block Jax or complain about the parking. Once, right after parking, a guard demanded Jax move the car, saying, "This spot's not for you." When Jax asked why, they just snapped, "Rules." These tiny slights, like mosquito bites, piled up, driving Jax nuts. It wasn't random, it was deliberate, meant to throw Jax off and force mistakes. Jax knew casinos, as private businesses, could boot anyone for any reason. And they did. Jax figured they were split internally. Half the execs thought Jax was cheating, a risk to be ousted. The other half saw no proof, just too lucky, and wanted Jax to keep playing, betting the losses would come. Their compromise? Make Jax's life miserable, stripping away perks, the jet, the villa, the parking, even messing with Wi-Fi signals. Jax's room had zero cell service, like it was jammed. At first, Jax thought it was a fluke, but when the neighbor's room had full bars and Jax's was a dead zone, it clicked. This was intentional. Once, in the high-limit lounge, Jax was ready to play, dropping $300,000 in cash on the counter for counting. Next to it was a buffet where players could grab snacks. Jax snagged a pastry and a fork. Suddenly, a swarm of security guards closed in, the lead guy acting like he was in a cop flick, whipping out an index card, striking a power pose, and asking, "Are you Mickey Mace?" Jax shot back, "What's the problem?" They claimed, "You took too many forks. We're escorting you to your car, and you're leaving." Jax was stunned. Forks have a limit? With $300,000 in cash sitting there, they were kicking Jax out over a fork. It wasn't a joke, it was blatant harassment. It got weirder. Once, Jax's room had no cell signal, and Wi-Fi was spotty. Stepping onto the balcony brought a faint signal, but back inside, nothing. Jax tested it, recording a video at the room's threshold. One side full bars, the other nada. Posted online, it hit millions of views by morning. The casino's response? They knocked on Jax's door that day, demanding Jax leave for some vague reason. They even trapped Jax in an elevator once, stuck for 10 minutes, the security camera's red light blinking like it was mocking Jax. Jax recorded that too, posted it, and it blew up online. These experiences peeled back the casino's shiny facade. They hook you with free drinks, luxe suites, and VIP treatment, but it's all bait. They use psychological warfare to get you addicted, small favors to lower your guard, and every trick to make you lose. When you start winning big or seem like a threat, they flip, using any means to push you out, signal jams, elevator traps, absurd bans. Casinos have subtler tricks, like rigging the tables. Dealers aren't just card slingers, they're trained to manipulate games unnoticed. In Blackjack, they shuffle to disrupt your card counting or accidentally misdeal, then fix it, making you doubt yourself. In poker, they plant house players posing as regulars, signaling dealers to read your strategy and lure you into bigger bets. Jax saw this too many times to count. Worse, casinos exploit your psychological weaknesses. They study high rollers' habits, what you love, what you hate. They make you feel special with pricey wine or dedicated staff, so you'll spend more. But if you start winning, they pull the rug out, yanking perks to make you feel betrayed, pushing you to prove yourself by betting bigger. Jax learned this the hard way. Casinos run a surveillance empire. Every table, hallway, and room has cameras, feeding data to teams analyzing your every move. They know when you're pumped, when you're unsure, even how many drinks you've had. They use this to tweak their tactics, like speeding up the game when you're off your game. Once, playing late in a high-limit room, Jax noticed the dealer's pace pick up. When Jax called it out, they played dumb, standard rhythm. Jax knew better. Their surveillance goes beyond cameras. Behavioral experts track your betting patterns. Are you a chaser or a doubler after losses? They tailor their approach, slow the game for aggressive players to make you antsy, or rush it for cautious ones to force errors. They even read your body language, ear tugging as a nervous tell, or how often you light a cigarette signaling you're tipsy. It's all logged to outsmart you. Then there was the time a waiter accidentally spilled red wine on Jax's shirt during a high-stakes poker game, soaking it. Jax was livid, but the dealer and players acted like it was nothing, pushing Jax to keep betting. Later, Jax realized it was a deliberate distraction to break focus. Other tricks? Swapping dealers mid-game or dropping gossip to throw you off, all to make you slip. Casinos also use shills, plants posing as players, goading you into bad calls. One time, a friendly guy at the table kept praising Jax's skills, egging Jax to bet bigger. Jax lost $100,000 before catching his sneaky glances at the dealer. A test confirmed he was a casino actor. Casinos mess with your sense of time. No windows, no clocks, warm lighting, upbeat music. It's all designed to make you forget time, lose track of hours. Jax once sat at a table for 12 hours straight, no food, no water, chasing small wins, only realizing the time when stepping outside into daylight. That disorientation is intentional. keeping you lost in the gambling haze. They also play on your social pride. They plant spectators, staff or other gamblers, who gasp or whisper when you lose, pressuring you to keep betting to prove yourself. Once, after losing $50,000 in poker, Jax heard spectators murmur, "He's done," or "He's gonna tank." Fueled by ego, Jax bet another $100,000 to show them up, and lost worse. Those spectators? Casino plants, stoking Jax's emotions. Beyond the tables, their hotels, restaurants, and malls are money-sucking machines. Luxe suites come with butlers pushing expensive wine or tailored entertainment, all to bleed you dry. Their rewards points system, where spending earns chips, seems like a deal but just funnels your money back to them. Casinos also collect your preferences, what you drink, what music you like, even your type of waiter, to craft a tailored experience that makes you feel special, so you'll spend more. Jax loved aged whiskey, and casinos quickly learned, always having a bottle ready, with waiters saying, "This is just for you." It felt like VIP treatment, until Jax saw it was just a ploy to loosen the purse strings. Another trap is the big win illusion. They let you in big sometimes, making you think you can beat them. Jax once won $200,000 in Blackjack, feeling invincible. An hour later, $300,000 was gone. Those lucky wins? Orchestrated to bait bigger bets, with surveillance ensuring they knew Jax's hot streak was ripe for exploitation. Their VIP programs lock in your loyalty with shiny cards and promises of elite perks, better suites, private tables, jet rides, if you keep playing. Jax chased platinum status, betting millions in a month, only to get more free drinks and a slightly bigger room, while the real money was already lost. Those rewards make you feel like a winner, but you're just their ATM. Then there's the soft threats. Security lingering behind you, staring. Waiters warning you to stay safe with an edge. Once, after winning $500,000, 2 guards stood at the door, glaring like a warning not to get cocky. It's subtle, but it rattles you, pushing you to play safer next time. The casino's endgame? Strip you of everything: cash, sanity, dignity. They know gambling's a psychological trap. The thrill of winning hooks you. The pain of losing makes you chase redemption. Jax saw countless people, businessmen, doctors, regular Joes, go from confident players to broke wrecks, all thinking they could outsmart the system. They couldn't. In 3 years, Jax saw Vegas for what it is: greed dressed in glamour, false hopes as bait, invisible hands rigging the outcome. Jax thought the system could be beaten, but learned the only way out is to walk away. Casinos aren't built for you to win. They're traps waiting for you to fall in. Jax shares this not to brag, but to warn anyone stepping into a casino: don't be fooled by the lights and smiles. Vegas never runs out of losers, and it'll never let you be the winner. Jax has more to say about the puppet masters behind the scenes. You might think casinos are run by a few slick businessmen, but the web is far bigger. Vegas casinos are backed by vast financial networks, investment firms, banks, even shadowy players, profiting not just from your bets, but from money laundering and tax schemes. Their top execs aren't just suits. They're psychologists and data analysts tasked not with your fun, but with your ruin. They use big data to predict your every move, even when you'll crack. Casino staff are key pawns. Dealers, waiters, even janitors are trained to watch you pass info. Jax once noticed a waiter lingering near the table every time Jax won, later learning she was reporting Jax's mood to the control room for real-time strategy tweaks. They smile to your face, but they're the casino's spies. Then there's the algorithm. Modern casinos aren't old-school card games, they're tech-driven. Roulette wheels seem random but can be fine-tuned. Slot machines are coded to keep you this close to winning, but never quite there. An insider told Jax some slots adjust odds based on your bets. The more you spend, the lower your chances. It's all rigged to keep you feeding the machine. Even the casino's design is a weapon. Ever notice the maze-like layout? Easy to get in, hard to find the exit. That's on purpose, to keep you there longer. Carpets, wallpaper, lighting, all chosen to hype you up or calm you down, depending on their goal. They even pump specific scents through vents to spike your dopamine, making you bet more. It's a trap you can't see but can't escape. Then there's the VIP culture. They rank you by your spending and losses, doling out perks accordingly. Small fish get free drinks to feel special. Big spenders get jets, suites, and client managers who act like friends but are really spies. Jax had one, a charming woman who arranged everything, until Jax overheard her reporting betting patterns to her boss. Just another cog in the machine. They also play your emotions. A free drink when you're down softens the sting. Delaying your cash out after a win keeps you at the table. They'll even stage fake winners celebrating nearby to spark jealousy, pushing you to bet bigger. Jax saw a slot jackpot, winner mobbed with cheers. Turns out, he was a hired actor performing to lure others in. Their credit system is another snare. They offer loans to play now, pay later, but the interest is brutal, and they'll hound you with friendly reminders or veiled threats. Jax knew a guy who borrowed $500,000, thinking he'd win it back, only to lose it all and his house to sky-high interest. The casino's ultimate weapon? Addiction. They know gambling's rush is as potent as any drug. The thrill of winning, the sting of losing. It's a cycle they exploit to keep you coming back until you're empty. Jax saw it all in Vegas, a glittering machine built to break you. The only victory is walking away.